Hello everyone, this is Maimoona AIwali. I am a student at Rehan College, Korangi Campus and teacher training bootcamp. So today I'm talking to ChatGPT. So let's go. Hey ChatGPT, now today I'm discuss about understanding the basic of financial independence.
Of course. So, financial independence is really about having enough personal wealth that you don't have to rely on a paycheck from employment to cover your expenses. It often involves saving, investing, and building passive income so you can live on your own terms. What aspects of it would you like to explore more deeply?
Okay, so my first question is, what does financial independence mean?
Absolutely. So, financial independence means reaching a point where your investments, savings, or other income streams are sufficient to cover your living expenses. In short, you have the freedom to choose whether or not you work without financial pressure. It's really about being in control of your money and your time.
How is financial independence different from financial freedom?
Great question. They're closely related, but there's a subtle difference. Financial independence is about having enough resources to meet your needs, usually without working. Financial freedom, on the other hand, is a broader concept. It's about having the flexibility to live life on your own terms, often with a higher level of wealth or more discretionary income. So, independence is a key step toward freedom.
Okay, so my next question is, why is financial independence important in life?
That's a really important question. Financial independence gives you the freedom to make choices based on what you value, not just out of financial necessity. It reduces stress, gives you security, and allows you to pursue passions like starting a business, volunteering, or spending more time with family. So it's about having options and peace of mind.
Okay, so how does financial independence affect personal lifestyle and choice?
Yeah, it really has a big impact. Once you're financially independent, you have more control over your daily life, like choosing where you live, what kind of work you do, and even when you take breaks or retire. It kind of shifts from just surviving to really thriving and curating a life that aligns with your values.
Okay, so my next question is, how does balancing income and expenses help achieve financial independence?
That's a key part. So, when you increase your income through raises, investments, or side hustles, and you keep your expenses low, you create a gap. That gap is what you can save and invest. Over time, those investments grow, giving you a steady stream of passive income that helps you reach financial independence.
Why is saving money important for financial independence?
Exactly. Saving money is like building your foundation. Every dollar you save is a building block for future investments. Without saving, it's hard to accumulate the capital you need to invest, grow wealth, and reach a point where your money works for you. So it's a crucial first step.
Okay, so my next question is, what is an emergency fund and why it is necessary?
Great one. An emergency fund is basically a separate savings account set aside specifically for unexpected expenses, like medical bills, car repairs, or sudden job loss. It's necessary because it protects you from going into debt when life throws a curveball, so you have a safety net.
How are short term and long term financial goals?
Yeah, so short term financial goals are things you might achieve within a few months to a couple years, like saving for a vacation or building an emergency fund. Long term goals take a lot more time, like buying a house, retiring early, or funding a child's education. Both are essential. You need short term wins to stay motivated, but long term goals keep you focused on a bigger vision.
Okay, why it is passive income?
So passive income is money you earn with a little ongoing effort. Once you've set up the foundation, like through investments, rental properties, or a business that runs itself, it keeps generating income without you having to trade time for money. That's a big piece of financial independence.
Okay, what are effective ways to manage or reduce debt?
That's a really important step. So, some effective ways include creating budget to track your spending, focusing on paying off high interest debt first, like credit cards, consolidating loans if possible to get a lower interest rate, and just staying consistent. Small payments add up over time.
What are some common examples of passive income?
Yeah, definitely. Common examples include rental income from real estate, dividends from stocks, interest from savings accounts or bonds, royalties from books or music, or even income from a business that doesn't require your constant day to day involvement.
Okay, what is investing and why it is important? Please give me the long answer.
Of course, investing is the process of putting your money into assets like stocks, bonds, real estate, or businesses with the expectation that it will grow over time. Unlike just saving, investing allows you to outpace inflation and build wealth. It's important because without investing, money tends to lose value over time. By investing, you harness the power of compounding, your money earns returns, and then those returns earn returns, helping you reach financial independence faster and more effectively.
How is investing different from saving?
That's a really good distinction. Saving is just keeping money in a safe place, like a bank account, where it's low risk, but also low return. Investing, on the other hand, involves taking some risk by putting your money into assets that can grow, like stocks or real estate. So saving keeps your money safe, while investing aims to grow it more over time.
What role do risks and return play in financial decisions?
Yeah, that's really key. So, when you're making financial decisions, you have to balance risk and return. Risk is basically the chance that your investment could lose value, and return is where potential gain you might get. So, safer options like bonds have lower returns, but also later risk, while stocks or other investments have higher potential returns, but also more risk. Understanding that balance helps you align your investments with your goals and your comfort level.
What is financial literacy?
Ah, good one. Financial literacy is basically the ability to understand and use financial skills like budgeting, saving, investing, and managing debt. It's important because the more you understand, the better choices you can make with your money. So you're less likely to fall into debt and more likely to grow your wealth.
Okay, why is financial literacy external from financial independence?
Ah, that's a really good distinction. Financial literacy is all about the knowledge and skills, understanding how money works, while financial independence is a goal or a state of being. So you can think of financial literacy as the foundation. Once you have that knowledge, you can make smarter moves toward achieving financial independence.
Okay, so what is inflation and how does it affect saving?
Yeah, so inflation is when the general level of prices rises over time, which means each unit of money buys you less. For savers, it's a real problem because if your money is just sitting in a low interest account, it's not growing fast enough to keep up with rising prices. So over time, your savings lose purchasing power, which is why investing is often important to outpace inflation.
Okay, so my next question is what is lifestyle inflation?
Ah, great question. Lifestyle inflation, also called lifestyle creep, is when your spending rises as your income increases. So as you earn more, you start to upgrade your lifestyle bigger house, fancier cars, more expensive habits, often without increasing your savings. And that can keep you from reaching financial independence because your expenses grow right along with your income.
Okay, so my next question is why is discipline important in achieving financial independence?
Ah, that's a really important point. Discipline is crucial because it keeps you consistent with your savings, your budgeting, and your investing habits. Without discipline, it's really easy to overspend, skip contributions, or get distracted by short term wants. So, discipline is what helps you stay on track, even when it takes time to see results.
Okay, so my next question is how does time management related to financial independence?
That's a great connection to make. Time management is really about prioritizing what matters. So, when you manage your time well, you can dedicate more energy to income generating activities like side projects, learning new skills, or managing your investments. Essentially, good time management lets you be intentional with your choices, which accelerates your progress toward financial independence.
How can someone start the process of financial planning?
Yeah, so starting financial planning usually begins with a clear picture of your current financial situation, things like income, expenses, debts, and savings. Then set specific goals, short term and long term. After that, you create a budget, plan how much you'll save or invest, and regularly review and adjust your plan as life changes. It's really about being proactive and intentional with your money.
Okay, so my next question is how can someone start the process of financial planning?
Yeah, so to start financial planning, you'd first list out your financial goals, both big and small, so you know what you're aiming for. Then take stock of your current finances, track your income, expenses, debts, and savings. Once you have a clear picture, you can create a budget, figure out how much you can save or invest each month, and maybe even identify where you can cut costs. After that, it's about staying consistent and adjusting as life evolves.
In your opinion, what is the first step toward achieving financial independence?
Ooh, that's a really personal one, but I think for most people, the first step is building a solid budget. Once you understand exactly where your money is going, income, expenses, and debt, you can start making intentional choices. That clarity gives you the control you need to build your next steps saving, investing, all the rest.
Okay, thank you so much, ChatGPT, for this information, and Allah Hafiz.
You're very welcome. I'm really glad I could help. Take care, and if you ever have more questions,